May I request everyone to please stand for our prayer? Please lead the prayer. Amen. So, before we start, let's check your attendance first. Miranda, Dumingay, Jose. So, anyone is here? Give yourself a round of applause. I have some rules here and I want you to read it. Are we clear, class? So, who can give me a short summary of our last discussion? Thank you for that. Now, let's proceed. So, for our motivation, I want you to guess what is the word is. That's right. It's a technical. Okay, that's right. It is OGEMS. Oh, that's right. It is consistency. So, for your activity, determine whether statement is true or false. You have 5 minutes to do it. Okay, pass your papers. So, our topic for today is the foundation core principles of technical writing. Before we start, I want you to read our objectives. Okay, what is technical writing? You? Okay, thank you for that. So, technical writing have a three common. It is a clarity, conciseness, and consistency. So, what is the a clarity? So, please read the clarity. Thank you. Wait. So, clarity is to write clean and readable blog post. Focus on clarity, structure, and reader first language. The key to simplify your ideas, organize them logically, and use formatting that makes scanning easy. So, the clarity class is siya yung, ay, it is a uh, structure structure sentence to convey one ideas per sentence. So, are we clear for the clarity class? So, let's proceed. Please read the conciseness. Conciseness strive for brevity, keep sentences short, ideally between 15 to 30 words. So, for conciseness in blog writing, the goal is to deliver maximum meaning with minimum words. So, are we clear for that class? So, consistency. Consistency in writing means maintaining uniform style, tone, grammar, and formatting throughout your text. It ensures your blog and post feels polished, professional, and easy to follow. So, if you're writing, if you are writing, you must know your audience. So, putting your audience first, putting your audience first is the cornerstone of effective blog writing. It means shaping your content around what your readers need, value, and expect rather than what you simply want to say. So, class, if you are if you writing, what your what is your gonna do first? Okay, thank you. Let's proceed. Structure for scannability, guiding the reader. For scannability, the goal is to make your blog post easy for readers to skim and still grasp the main points. So if a reader is reading your blog post, it is easy to get the main points. Most people don't read every word. They scan for structures, highlights, and takeaways. So, headings and hierarchy. There are there are three H for this. One is each one per post. The little of your blog is the title of your blog is the H1. It should be clear, keyword rich, and set the main theme. So the H1 is the title, and logical H2 H2 for main section. Each major idea gets an H2. This act like chapters, like titles. So in the H2, there are this is the chapter. For each tree, supporting each tree's four subpoints. Use each tree to break down details under each two. This creates a layered structures. So when you creating uh, when you create when you create this should have be H1, H2, and H3. So for each one is the title, and for the H2 is the main points. And for the H3 is the subpoints. So let's proceed. Keep hitting descriptive instead of vague, like tips, right? Tips for writing concise blog posts. So what is the inverted pyramid? The inverted pyramid structure is a classic writing technique, especially in journalism and blogging, that organize information from the most important list. So the inverted pyramid is from 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 important to least. Okay, let's proceed. The power of revision. Putting your prose. So revision is one of the most powerful tools in writing. It's where clarity, conciseness, consistency, and scannability all come together. Drafting gets your ideas out, but revision transform them into polished communication. So are we clear? Clear class? So if we clear, I want you to write a real word problems or scenario. Do it in 5 minutes. So pass your paper. So I have some quiz here. I want you to answer it. So, okay, get one and pass. Okay, you have 10 minutes to do it. Okay, pass your papers na front of your seatmates. So, are we done? And that's all. That's all. Thank you.
No.